What's up, everyone? So, I know it's been a while for me uploading, but YouTube's been meh with some certain things about me trying to get, promote my channel and views, so I kind of took a step back. But, figured I'd put one out. Summer's almost over. I've been pretty bored today, so I was scrolling through the tube earlier, the YouTube, and I was looking at, all this Spider-Man content, because, I watch a lot of Spider-Man content, but not the point. You guys always see, like, the who's the best, who's the most comic accurate Spider-Man, I think everyone's sick of that by now. Everyone has their own favorites, and they're all good. Everyone's entitled to who their own favorite is. I've come to the conclusion that you can't really say who the best is, you can just say who your favorite is, because the best is less subjective, the favorite is subjective. The best, you can kind of find that out by just going through the facts and the comics, but we're not going to go about that today. Today I'm going to go about something that I haven't really seen a lot of people do with Spider-Man. It's kind of discussing out of Spider-Man's biggest morals and objectives his responsibility, and who really is the most responsible Spider-Man. Because the most responsible Spider-Man is, I'm not going to say the best Spider-Man, because once again, there's other factors in play, but the most responsible Spider-Man makes a big part in who the Spider-Man is, and how well the Spider-Man executes in Peter Parker, the balance, whatever. Being responsible is huge. This video is just me kind of trying to explain why it shouldn't even be a debate as far as who the most responsible Spider-Man is. Tobey Maguire, obviously, but I'm going to explain really why, because I think a lot of stuff gets overshadowed with Tobey, and I'm just swinging around, thinking about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, Tobey did so much shit. And first, off the bat, I'm going to just eliminate Andrew and Tom, because and I'm sure there's going to be the Andrew and Tom, fans who want the reasons why, which is fine. I love it. By the way, Andrew and Tom I like. They both have their pros and cons, and they do some things better than Tobey does, 100%. But Andrew Garfield, off the bat, responsibility is not his... Love the guy. Responsibility is not his thing, okay? Easy to eliminate from this. First movie, reveals his identity to Gwen Stacy in the first movie. And not because he has to, not because there's some dying thing he has to tell her. Nah, he does it to kind of make out with her. He kind of used the web to make out with her, and then, that's enough. Yeah, why not? That's already, that right there is already enough evidence to rule him out of this. But if you want more, I'll give you one more. All you Garfield tryhards out there who really believe he's most responsible, he promised Gwen Stacy's dying father, the night that he died, that he'd keep her away from all this. And I understand, you kind of have feelings it's hard to hold on to that. He went back on the same film, and not only put her in danger, but ended up getting her killed in the next movie. Okay? He went back on all of it. It's one thing if he, tried his best and he really fought against it and kept her away for, a whole movie and was, really trying. Nah, he didn't do any of that. He came back to that same movie. And we all know he didn't want her to be in danger, but he still risked it. And I know she was bold and she did her own things, but he still risked it. That's still on him. Tom Holland's defense, I'm not going to really get on that much because he hasn't really had to deal with responsibility that much, that aspect of the character, until No Way Home. Homecoming and Far From Home didn't really focus on that part of the character, which is kind of why they were mid. But besides the point, I'm going to kind of let Tom off the hook. He hasn't really been too irresponsible. Only thing I'm going to knock him for is trying to kill Norman for killing Aunt May. And I wonder who prevented him from killing Norman Osborn. Oh, I wonder who. Yeah. So Tom's true test will be in his next film, where he's on his own. We'll see then if he follows through. I mean, Tobey educated him in the arts of responsibility, so I'm sure he'll be chilling. But you never know. Spider-Man always has stuff going on. He always faces some tests. But Tom, we'll see. Andrew is obviously no. I love Andrew. Funny Spider-Man, great. He looks dope. Visuals are great, but responsibility is not his forte, so he's out. And Tom hasn't done enough. Tobey, hands down, the core of the character he embodies the most. I mean, I don't really need to say a lot to prove it, but we're going to talk about, first of all, Spider-Man 1, mirroring Andrew, right? Tobey turns down the whole movie. By the way, he doesn't reveal anything to her the whole movie. Sure, as Spider-Man, he gets a little makeup session, but he doesn't reveal. He kisses her, whatever. You got to do what you got to do. You're a teenager. But he never reveals it to her. At the end of the movie, she actually says she loves him. And he walks away from her. And still, everyone knows this, he still denies her. Next movie, Spider-Man 2, absolute goated film. The entire time, he has to watch her be with another man, and he still follows through and still acts as Spider-Man. And it's rough on him. You see what it does to him. Until the end of the movie where he reveals himself, not because he chose to, because he has to. He didn't even do it on purpose. He turned around and she was right there. And it was about time anyway. That's an argument where she actually would have to know at that point. She doesn't know whether he loves him or not. Or he loves her or not. They have that ongoing thing. She's about to get married. She needs to find the true person that she kissed under the mask from Spider-Man 1, whatever. Her and Toby have this on and off thing. That's fine. Toby balances out that whole movie. Imagine having to watch your childhood crush. You have to deny her. Watch her be with somebody else, and you know she has feelings for you the whole time. And you still have to be Spider-Man, and you don't even get any money. You have to sit in your crappy apartment and make no money, and you fail out in school and watch your girl get married. And still be responsible. It's like in Spider-Man 3, Toby kind of goes back a little bit. He kind of, declines. The symbiote kind of has an influence on him, which you can't really blame him 100% for. That is an alien affecting his mood. So I'm not going to really get on him for that. He did some dumb stuff. He never killed anybody or put anybody, he messed up Harry. Harry was the one, that was his, he accidentally hit MJ. Toby, at least I'm glad they gave him some kind of human side where he does have a flaw, because it shows he's been building it up 3 movies of him trying to be responsible. In the 3rd movie, he kind of just lets loose, and he can't do it anymore. For so long, he's been trying to do it. So I kind of like how they finally had him, because any human would at some point have enough. They're at their limit of trying to balance this crazy life, Toby does it for so long. It's just me thinking, because I just see everyone talk about it. Spider-Man 1, goated. You see how Spider-Man 2, where he just talked about Doc Ock, all that stuff. There's just so much he could have gained by revealing his identity, and he didn't. He could have done it in Spider-Man 1 and had MJ under wraps, and he chose not to. Tom's well done too. He didn't reveal his identity unless he had to. She found out, not Tom's fault. Andrew, exactly my point. The true essence of the character, Toby embodies. I don't know what more I need to say. I'm just swinging around thinking about this. Tobey Maguire. Maybe Tom can do more. I don't know how you can do more as far as being responsible. Not like it's a competition, but basically I guess he would just have to mess up less than Toby does. Or did. I don't know. Toby's not doing any more movies, so I wish he did. But Toby really encapsulates his character. Until we see another Spider-Man do this, I don't want to hear any arguments about this. To me, Toby really doesn't get enough credit for this. He goes through the most, he does the most, and as many people have flaws in certain things, the one thing you cannot get on Tobey Maguire for is his responsibility. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I was just thinking about that while I was scrolling through YouTube today, and I was like, wait, I got to do this man some justice quick, because I know everyone loves him, but he's more than just Bully Maguire does funny dance, Like he is a good Spider-Man, Peter Parker. But that's pretty much it. I just want to clear the air on this topic because I feel like it needs to be said. And yeah, maybe I'll do more content soon. I don't know. It depends on really how this stuff does, whether it does well or not. But let me know your guys' thoughts. If you guys really disagree with me, I want to hear. Because if you're in Andrew's camp on this, then I want to hear what you have to say, because it's gonna be you better pull something out that I've never But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and see you guys later.